Okay, so I've just got my little coat on, but I'll change it into gowns later at university. I've just got my black trousers, black shoes, and white shirt. That's what was required. I just want to show you the view outside the window. It's nice, isn't it? So we're not, even though we feel like the ground floor is there, you're not. You're like, there's still a drop down. Look, somebody's mowing the grass. And you've got that little canal there as well. So there you go. Right, I'm going to head off now up to the university. So this is the route up towards the university. Yeah, I like negotiating, crossing roundabouts and things when everything's on the other side of the road. It takes its wits about you, like bikes are coming, cars are coming, they're coming the opposite way to what you're used to, and you're not used to sort of having a bike bit of the roundabout as well. But everything's separate here, which is good. Yeah. Right, so continue the little walk. Lovely temperature, gentle breeze, and then sunshine with a little bit of clouds, so it's not too intense, which is good. Monday morning, just after 11. Yeah, so this is Churchill Street. I'm guessing it's named after Winston Churchill, but anyway, we're heading, the university's sort of just up here, the campus just up here. We're just sort of slowly now getting into parts of the university. You can see the sign saying Wageningen campus there. Sort of green, here we are. Now there's a sports centre, I've just got to find my way around the campus now. It's quite a big green site, leafy site. This is all part of the Wageningen University campus. So I've got a meeting, I think the biology department, and then lunch or something, and then 3:30 there's a big sort of ceremony in an auditorium, the Omnium Theatre, which is the public defence of a PhD thesis, and I've got to be on stage as the sort of opponent and ask a few questions. Yeah. Come around the corner, and then there's like a whole block of sort of tea, ice cream, pasta, pizza, Subway and all that sort of restaurants and cafes and takeaways. Looks like there's accommodation above it, accommodation blocks as well as departments sort of on the campus outside the main town. So they've got room to expand and build, but also to have the green space. Big buildings over there, look, Aurora. There's like a lake thing here and a big block there, look. So plenty of open wide spaces amongst the, and some big buildings, huge buildings in the wide spaces, between the wide spaces. Okay, so I'm going to cross this sort of lake here. I think it's one, I think it could be, not that building, but it could be the one, if it's that one there, with a hatch-in sort of design, or, anyway, we'll find out. Could be behind that, I'm not sure. It says we're only 4 or 5 minutes away, so it'll be one of these. That's a lot of bikes. That is a lot of bikes. Yeah. I think we're going to cross this bridge and then see where that takes us. There we go, look at that. That's quite a large bug, isn't it? Somebody's there with a butterfly net, look, see that? Butterflies. Sampling the butterflies. I'll go to the Lumen building 100, which is up that way. So, I'm going to go up that way. So the students are all sampling, so they're obviously an exercise on, an ecology exercise. So yeah, student sampling of the insects and things with the nets. Alright, so I think it's one of these buildings up here. Not sure which one. We'll find it. Just about on time as well. Well, there we go, the World Soil Museum. Look at that. It's exciting, isn't it? The Jules office. Through right, walk through there, and your office was on that side. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so I am now back in Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, having got a lift from the sort of what I did this afternoon was I did a PhD defence. It was all formal. I couldn't film any of it because we were allowed to wear gowns, and I was part of the sort of what's called the opposition in a special sort of lecture room and all that. And it's all formal, and then there's various things happened there. Then afterwards it was like an after defence party, which I stayed for the first bit for. But then I had to get the train to here, so somebody gave us a lift to the station with another fella who was coming back to the airport as well, and then so we both come back together. So I couldn't do any filming because I was with other people for the whole of that event. So I'm back at the Schiphol now. So now the next challenge is to go through at some point security, and then head off up to the departure area, and then we've got to wait quite a while for the flight back to Leeds tonight. So that's the plan. Right, so this is the departure area. Well, the sort of security queues and things look quite long, so we might start joining that soon. Yeah, so I'm just heading to got to go through security somewhere down here, passports and stuff. So it's 9 o'clock in the evening at the airport, and I've still got quite a long time to wait for the next flight. And I'll just have a look at different scenes around the airport there. It's a huge airport. The different things to see, different shops to go in, but I think they'll start closing them up, you know. They don't stay open all the time. So 9 o'clock at night now, so we'll see. Museum shop. So she looks just closing it up, you see, just so see they're locking it up, they're locking up the shop, so there's a lot of things getting closed at 9 o'clock. The shutters come down and all that. Yeah. So it's seating area down here, look, nice little areas. So it's lost and found item, but like there's little seating areas hidden behind here, relaxing. Hammy will help you. Lots of interesting little areas. Look, there's sort of chill out instead of hard plastic airport seats. They've got all sorts of nice little areas where you can just have a different view, different perspective. Look at those chairs there. Relax on one of them if you want to. What I'll do is I'll head down this way and have a look at some of the shops before they close. It's kind of brightly lit place, isn't it? I don't know what's in there. There's like things in these glass things. Whiskies and Japanese drinks. Glenlivet, yeah. Teddy bears. And then if you look at the side of these escalators, they've got lots of little Dutch houses decorating the side of the escalators. See these little things here, look. Little all the way up, there's millions of them. They'll go right up to there. Each of these shelves has got a little Dutch house on it. Different one. So some of these shops are shutting up now, look, for the evening. Books and magazines, electronics. Yeah. I'm actually at gate D. I'm going the opposite direction from where I'm meant to be, but just have a little bit of a walk because I've got quite a bit of time to kill. Handbag shops. There's like stuff goes miles down there, down travelators and all that. Yeah. Fine food. Let's have a look at the first thing they've got. Fine food. What is it? It's Amsterdam what? I don't know what it is. Dutch syrup. Waffles in tin. So there we go. Right. What have we got here? Of course there's another floor as well of stuff up there as well. Rolex, what's that? No. Tony's Chocolatoni. Tony's Chocolonely. So it's like they're just selling bars of chocolate. Tony's chocolate, that's all it is. £14 for about 26 pounds. Like €5.90 for one bar of chocolate. Unbelievable, isn't it? And it's just, they haven't got that much on sale, it's just that. What's this? This is like a bar. Doing there, look. We'll have a look along here. There's more little seating areas and stuff down here. You can see the planes, that's Qatar Airways, look at that. Some big planes coming in there. On this section. We'll just be in a little section where you've got the tiny little planes, I think, probably. We'll see. Loads of seating areas. To have a look at the planes coming in here. All these different seats, different styles of seats everywhere, just to... Yeah. Yeah. Screens and things. So what have we got here? That's a cheese shop there. Bread. I don't know what that is. It's just bread. Yeah, bread. Cafes and that. Fashion shops there. Another floor of shops up there as well. Oh, look, the cheese shop's shut, is it? No, House of Tulips. That's the House of Tulips. And then this is the cheese shop here. All different types of cheese. Say cheese. Chocolates, liqueur, and tobacco. That one. And yeah, books and magazines again. See what's down here. We Love Holland shop. We Love Holland. Joe and the Juice. That's closed, that one. Starbucks. As I see, they're starting to close up now, these ones, like spas and things. And then, oh yeah, I mean, there's more gates down there. I don't know if I go down there where I'll end up at. Oh, look. Welcome to Lounge 3 in Holland Boulevard. What's that? There's a mouse. Look at that. Oh, there's a mouse. I saw a mouse. Joking or what? There's a mouse living in the airport. After the cheese. That's what's doing. There's an entire cheese shop and the mouse is after it. Joking or what? That's quite simple, isn't it? Oh, it's gone now, but I mean, yeah, it wasn't the imagination. I definitely saw it. Look at all those sort of vehicles and that airport vehicles coming around. So, yeah, oh look at that, it's just like miles and miles of travelators, so I'm not going to go down there. Probably goes right round and then takes you around to the planes that are down there. So I'll not be doing that. That's just, you know, whew, look at that. Quite some distance, isn't it, going down there? So I'll not do that unnecessarily. Yeah. Range of different ones there. Air Arabia. That looks like an an Israeli plane, doesn't it? And then you've got TUI, Qatar. I'm not sure what that one is there. Okay, well there we go. Anyway, I'll not go all the way down there and all along there. It's a long way. So like KLM there going along. We'll stick to the bit we're in, I think. So this is like a mezzanine sort of thing. Go down up the. I mean, these seats are fully seats, aren't they? There's all different styles of seats. This is actually a McDonald's. I don't know why it's got parsnips and that, and tomatoes and fake. Anyway, this is a McDonald's seating area. I've just been sitting here looking at the view. Fully seats, yeah. I mean, look at the design of that. That's to sit on. Yeah, all different styles of seats and things, yeah. So lots more shops are closing up now. So I'll go have a little wander along that way and just see where my gate is and see what's down that way. But there's nothing much down those gates that go to the UK. There's just like a sort of holding area that you go in, and then they have all the flights that leave off to Birmingham and Newcastle and Leeds and all that, Glasgow, roughly the same time in the evening, sort of connecting flights. All even from then. I think you've normally got to get on a bus and then it takes you to the plane normally. But we'll see. It could be different, you never know. So this is where I came out of security here, or passport control, and came down. There's another like coffee shop thing there, look. Anyway, I think I'll go down the stairs and have a little bit of an explore down there a bit more. But yeah, things are shut, and look, all these things are shut now. So yeah, so 22:40 to Leeds, going from D27, 16 minutes walk from here. Look at that. Joking or what? It's a long way, isn't it? Another area with miles and miles of travelators and all that going down that way, so I'm not going to walk down there. But yeah, again, huge area. There's different areas of this airport which are you can only go through if you're going to different destinations. So there is like an area which is like quite interesting with like more like fun stuff with kids and computer games and all that, and other areas which is not in this bit where I'm in at the minute. So it's obviously going to different destinations or different gates. So this is actually just one small part of all the shops and things that are here. It's like a bit of a trolley parking area and all that here, isn't it? And then we'll have a look at this sort of interesting seating area up here. See what this is. Oh yeah, so they're quite comfy seats, isn't it? If you've got like people are sleeping and on them, look. You know, long flights and long gaps and all that. All sorts of different styles of seating here. And you've even got a piano to play, so I don't think I'll wake up them, but yeah, let's have a look at the music. Right, yeah, see, different, yeah, so you could like start playing this, but I don't think we'll, can you imagine they'll be jumping out their skin if I did that. Yeah, so you can play the piano if you want to. And then, what's this? Welcome to the airport library. Well, I can't see any books. I think maybe moved that. What's this? It's like a little coffee thing, I don't know what that is. Yeah, all sorts of seating areas, like a sort of perfume shop or something there, and then like a little cafe which is just closed up here, fresh fruit juices. Yeah, see the oranges and that there, look. And then lots of these are shut up. There's like a brasserie, an Asian brasserie there. Dutch kitchen, bar and cocktails. Look at the seats that look like sort of Dutch teapots and teacups. Yeah, sort of cheese shop there, look, which is closing up. An Asian brasserie, yeah, and then more miles to travel later as there. Looks like a flight's just arrived here. Look at all this coming off. Yeah. Grab and Fly. And then loads more shops down here. Closed. Hermes. What that is? Ties and stuff. Yeah, come here to buy a tie. Yeah. Yeah. Rolex. Bubbles. This looks like a champagne bar, doesn't it? I think it's like champagne and oysters, something like that. Yeah, champagne. Millions of bottles of champagne on ice there. Champagne. Yeah. So that's what that is. And then more chocolate shops and all that down here as well. So we're in lounge 2 now. So yeah, maybe everything just repeats itself. Look, that's just closing. House of Tulips. It's the same shops again, just repeating themselves down this bit. Okay, well there we go. We're going to have a look at this interesting clock down here. So that goes on for 24 hours a day, that clock. What have we got here? Lounges and drinking fountains, delicatessens, jewellery, perfumes, cafes. That's in this bit. Gucci. This is the way I need to go anyway, gate D, down this way. That one's Louis Vuitton, it's been built, look, that one. All the kind of expensive handbags and all that there. £1,000 for a handbag. And still it goes on. There's obviously restaurants up there as well. The top floor there, but yeah. Right, gate D that way. So I've got gate D2, the D57 down there. Well, I'm pleased I'm not a D57. Me. I'm a D20 something, I think. Feels like you can go almost as fast as that guy because we're going along this travelator. Yeah, so even down here there's little cafes and things all the way down here. Still continuing here, we're only up to gate D7. I've got to get to D20 something. It's a mile down there. We're getting to about D10. There's another little champagne bar there, look. And Harvest Market, fresh and local, like bananas and apples and sandwiches and things like that, and beers and all that there. There's other shops though that are closing up, more cheese shops down there. Yeah, there's a lot of people heading off down that way. Yeah. Massage chairs, where you can pay money to the slots and get a massage. And then lots more seating areas along here. These are the sort of holding bays where you go before your flight departs. So that's like gate D10 and all that there. So I'll just avoid doing that for a bit. Look at that. Is that living? Yeah, that's actually living. So it's like a living wall. It's not fake. It's real. They've got them sort of in little planters stuck into the wall like that. Yeah. It's still going on. Look at that. Oh. D all the way down there. Joking. They were miles away from where all them central shops and stuff were. Miles away. Still going on. Let's double check. So D57 Newcastle, it says go to gate. That's a 2240. The 2240 to Glasgow and the 2240 to Norwich and 2240 to Cork and the 2240 to Leeds. So all going off at the same time to Glasgow, Newcastle, Leeds, Norwich and Cork from this sort of same area. Anyway, D27. So maybe that's a separate area. Sometimes the D6 ones might be where everybody congregates in the same place and gets buses from, but maybe we're in a bigger plane then. D27. Well, I can see an Eastern Airways plane there, look. So I don't know if that's what we're getting. It seems a bit far up here, doesn't it? Because 27's down there. This looks like it's sort of at 23, that Eastern Airways one. So I don't know where that's heading off to. I'll have a little look, see where D23 is going. They're doing the Bristol. So they're doing, on behalf of KLM, Eastern Airways are flying to Bristol. So it's supposed to be Leeds are doing the same, but maybe there's too many passengers for the size of the plane. So they're using bigger KLM planes to do it instead for Leeds at the minute. Basically 20 to 10 now, so still got another hour for the plane's due to take off, but in half an hour they'll start the boarding process. What's the one that's attached to D27, so it's not got the blue colours of KLM. It's just like a completely, it might be a chartered it, it's just like a completely white plane with no markings on it about which company it's from. So maybe they hired that one from a company that just supplies planes when other companies are short of them or something. So there's just a little seating area here where you can sit and charge up your phones and your laptops and all that. There. So it's now 2 minutes past 10. So takeoff is 10:40. So still got a while to go yet, but we might be boarding in 10 minutes, we'll have to see. But each gate has got the, directly walking onto these chutes and then onto the plane, like a walkway. So it's not like you usually go to UK where you go downstairs and on like a section of buses take you to the plane, so it's actually alright. Where's this one going? So that's KLM. That's going to, don't know, maybe just park there, don't know. Yeah, that's the one we're getting there, that white one. Got no livery on it at all, just plain white. Well, at least you can watch a telly while you're waiting, I suppose. This is the group of people waiting to get on the plane to Leeds. It's supposed to be boarded about 10 minutes ago, nothing happening yet. Not sure what the delay is. Back into Leeds now, going to passport control.